Hello friends, today we will see a new disease. It is called as, the new disease is hemorrhagic septicemia. In short, it is also known as HS disease. Synonym for this disease is gut surf. By this name also this disease is known, gut surf. Etiology or cause of this disease is Pasteurella Maltosida. This is the causal organism. This disease is caused due to the bacteria. The bacteria's name is Pasteurella Maltosida, and due to this bacteria, the cattle get infected this disease. And the major symptom of this disease is the swelling of the throat regions. When you got the swelling of the throat region, and animal is not having the feed, have a high fever, is that more than 106 degree Fahrenheit. In that case, you may say that your animal is suffering from the hemorrhagic septicemia. As hemorrhagic septicemia, the main symptoms is swelling of the throat regions. It becomes very difficult to animals to eat feed. Okay, so this is the introductory part of the hemorrhagic septicemia. The first point is the etiology or the cause. This disease is caused due to the bacteria Pasteurella Maltosida. This is the causing organism, causative organism. Transmission. Now let's see how this disease is transmitted from one animal to other animal. The first point, this disease is generally transmitted direct and indirect contact with the sick animals through the inhalation. It means that this disease is generally transmitted through contaminated feed, water and the air. So this is the transmission mode. By three ways this disease is transmitted to other animals. Okay, so it becomes necessary to prevent the direct or indirect contact with the sick animal. Therefore, this disease will not transfer to the other animal. So this is the best way to prevent the spreading of diseases. So this is all about the transmission of this disease. Next point is the prevention, symptoms. As I told you earlier, the main symptoms is the swelling of the throat region. Okay, but before that, let's see some common symptoms which is generally observed in animal, in ill animal or in sick animal. First symptom is the fever, that it means increase in body temperature. In this case, generally temperature increases 106 degree Fahrenheit to 107 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so this is the indicator of sick animals. This is the rise in body temperature, that is the fever. Then the loss of appetite. As we have seen that this disease is generally, the main symptom of this disease is the swelling of throat regions, increased body temperature. In that case, generally the appetite is lost in the animal. It means that whenever we offer a feed material to the animals, that animal refuses to eat that feed materials. It happens due to the loss of appetite. Third one, which is the common one, that is the suspended rumination. As animals stop to have feed materials, so it also suspend the rumination. Fourth one is the weakness. As animals stop the having the feed materials, so it gets the weakness. Then the lacrimation, means water from eyes, salivation, profuse salivation, not only salivation, but this is the profuse salivation is generally observed in this case. Then discharge from the nostrils, discharge from nostrils, again you may write watery feces or dehydration, dehydration, and the ninth one is the swelling of throat region. So, these are the important symptoms which is found in the animals which is suffered from the hemorrhagic septicemia. So, we got all the symptoms of this disease. Fever is between the 106 degree Fahrenheit to 107 degree Fahrenheit, loss of appetite, refuse to eat, then suspended rumination, weakness, lacrimations from lacrimation means the water from the eyes, salivation, profuse salivation is observed in this case, then discharge from the nostrils, water feces or the dehydrations, and the last but not least, and which is the very important one, that is the swelling of the throat region. So, this is the main symptom of this disease. Now, after this point, the next point comes, that is the diagnosis. Diagnosis totally depends on the above symptoms. So, depends on above symptoms. So, the diagnosis is generally carried out by considering all these symptoms. Point is over. So, diagnosis is also completed. Now, the treatment. In this case of animal, some antibiotics are given, such as the sulfadimidine. So, sulfadimidine is given to these infected animals. Okay? And to reduce the body temperature of this animal, antipyretics are also given. Antipyretics are also given. So, this is about the treatment of this animal. Now, let us see the control. Control measures are also common to all the diseases. Number one, that is the segregation or the separation of infected animal. from the healthy herd, disposal of feed and water, then the disinfection of shade, disinfection of shade, disinfection of utensils which is used to feed the animal, to drink the animals. So it becomes very necessary to disinfect the shade, disinfect the utensils which is used for the caring of the animals. Okay, then the disposal of carcass, by deeply burying or by burning. And in control measures, the important point comes, that is the vaccination. It means that prevention is better than cure, and for this purpose vaccination program or vaccination schedule should be carried out in herd. Okay, and HS vaccine, with the HS vaccine is available, and this vaccine should be given to all the animals, and it should be given once a year before the rainy season. Okay, so this is all about the control measure. Till now we have seen the detail about the disease, that is the hemorrhagic septicemia. It is in short is also called as the HS, and the synonym of this disease is the gut ulcer. By this name this disease also is known. Okay, causal organism, this disease is generally caused due to the bacteria. The name of the bacteria is Pasteurella Maltosida. Transmission, generally this disease is transmitted through contaminated feed, water and air by or through inhalation. The symptoms, these are the 8 common symptoms which is found in all the diseases. These are the 8 symptoms. Number 1 is the fever, loss of appetite, suspended rumination, weakness, lacrimation, salivation, discharge from nostrils, water refuses or the dehydration, and the important one is the swelling of throat region. So these symptoms is generally not seen in other diseases. So this is the specific symptoms which is observed only in this disease, that is the hemorrhagic septicemia. The diagnosis, after these symptoms, diagnosis, how the diagnosis is carried out, diagnosis is generally carried out depends on the above symptoms or by sending the samples which is taken from the blood samples or the discharge from the nostrils or the discharge from or the sample from the throat region is sent to the laboratory, and then it is analyzed for the observance of the bacteria, or if the bacteria is present in that or not. Okay, so by this way this disease is generally diagnosed. The treatment, the sulfadimethyl injection is generally given. Some antibiotics are also given. Antibiotics are generally given to reduce the body temperature of this animal. Okay, then in control measures, these are the common control measures which is carried out in all diseases. Okay, separation of infected animal from the rest of the herd, healthy herd, disposal of contaminated feed and water, disinfection of the shade, disinfection of the utensil which is used in caring of the animals, then disposal of the carcass by properly burying or burning. Then the vaccination schedule should be carried out once a year and before the rainy season, and in this case of the disease the HS vaccine is available. That vaccine should be given subcutaneously to this animal. Okay, so in this way we have completed the one more disease, that is the hemorrhagic septicemia. So thank you very much for hearing me.